This firm is an aircraft carrier parked in the middle of our community, in which anyone, any walk of life, can come through these doors, and we will be able to give them the ability to launch off any type of attack toward anyone who has wronged them. Took a liking to this girl in undergrad, and it was right upon our graduation, summer of '88. And I said, "Where are you going?" And she said, "I'm going to law school." And she said, "What about you?" I said, "Maybe the railroad, maybe medical school." And I hurriedly went and took the LSAT, and I liked the girl. So I went to law school to get her, end up marrying that girl.
As far as, my 20 years on the council, 21 years or whatever it may be, I don't think we've ever shut down a business.
Never.
And, we've always given them a chance. I know, look, we had some opportunities with establishments on the Bellevue that came before Mr. LeBlanc came on the council, that we had multiple issues. And, we had issues in other places. But we've always brought them in, talked with them, explained to them, and yeah, we hit them pretty hard.
Well, Robert, I want to say that I've heard nothing but good things about the gentleman and his establishment. We all do things that are not necessarily right all the time, but I think that he should be given an opportunity to redeem himself. That's just my feeling.
I just want everybody to know that the night that this happened and these things that happened, I understand that what I did was totally wrong. I just accept whatever consequence that you guys have, no matter what it is. Definitely that would never happen again. Anything like that. We do have our venues that we have for the public, and we do a lot of hosting events, a lot of positive things that we've done for the community with taking kids and our troubled youth on Wednesday nights. We actually have 2 robber bands actually coming on Wednesday nights. That wasn't something that was publicized. I don't make it public because I'm trying to do something to keep the gunshots from back in town. All of those things, and we do a lot for this community. We don't live here in this community, but we are a part of this community. Everyone in this, just about every face in this room has had a conversation with me, whether it be white or black in here. And I messed up, and I'll take that. I'll take whatever it is, but I just don't think that my livelihood, we've been without income for the past 2 weeks, and this is the way we survive. And no matter what we need to do to be able to make it right, we're here to make it right tonight.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Lenore.
Yes.
What are our options? If he wants an occupational license, can he get an alcohol permit back, or what's the deal with that?
Well, if we can take into consideration to release the occupational license and have his occupational license and suspended his alcohol license for a year, if the board agrees with that.
Mr. Reback, that's in your district. What is your recommendation?
Yeah, I spoke with Mr. David, spoke with numerous other people that called on his behalf, and yes, in our conversation, he agreed that he messed up. He was very humbled by it. He was ashamed. It's that what I got from him while speaking to him. I think the people that he has helped in our community has been great. He doesn't turn down anyone. If somebody goes over there and say, "All I got is $5, can I get a hamburger?" Yes, you can. And he's going to give him a hamburger or whatever this person may need. But the activities that took place, I'm disappointed in. I'm disappointed in him because we gave him a chance when he applied. The first time for his alcohol permit, we denied him.
Mr. Lynn, can you hold up, please?
Yes, sir. So, in 2021, Ms. Young applied for the liquor license. It was granted. I'm the one that suggested it to this board that we grant his liquor license because he was doing good. He had maybe 1 or 2 little mishaps that didn't amount to anything. Loud music, and one time I think, David, you had a graduation party. Yeah, and all that was cleared up. I spoke with him. He said this will never happen again. I'll keep everything under control. And he kept his word. He kept his word. But we got to have, I guess, consequences for what took place.
May I say something on behalf of the liquor license? I need everybody to understand that we were a BYOB facility before we ever had a liquor license. We've always had liquor because according to the state of Louisiana, we can't offer our patrons to have alcohol. So it's never been that we never had alcohol. Okay. And I don't think that alcohol was the reason for this happening. I don't think that our alcohol license is the reason. We didn't violate an ordinance with the alcohol itself. And I'm just asking because the alcohol actually gives us the extra income to be able to sustain our livelihood. And it wasn't because of alcohol that this incident happened. It was because of my neglect and me not doing what I needed to do to be able to protect the interests of my wife and what we're going forward with. And I just don't think that the alcohol license is the reason why this happened. Because we've had alcohol, Brother Jimmy has been there to serve alcohol there when we would be YOB. So we've had alcohol since we've been there. We just never charged anyone for alcohol. So I'm just asking, can we reconsider suspending my alcohol license, whatever the penalty may be, because that's a lot of income that we've started to generate. So I'm asking for leniency on that, you guys.
Yes, sir.
I want to say this about my brother. When we lost power, when people lost power in White Castle, and what they did, that man opened his business up and he goes in. When the utility workers came down here to repair and replace the poles, he was the first one to open his business up. When they wanted to lock these kids up, he opened his business up to give them employment. Not only that, he took his personal money, continued paying them, and took him and brought him close to make him presume before the council. I understand what he did was wrong, but I mean, we should punish him like that. You know, I understand you will be fine, you may have to do community service. I personally volunteer to help everything you got to do, community service or whatever, because I know he has been in this community and what he is doing for these kids. He is helping us. And he's not harming. We need him. I stand with him.
Mr. David, let me tell you, I weighed on this, on how I was going to move forward with this. I'm going to make a motion to suspend your liquor license for 90 days. 90 days.
Beginning in term. Just read that.
Ma'am? The day they took it.
What date?
Yes, yes. But in saying this, I don't want to get another call from Mr. Johnson or the city PD on any activities that's not according to your occupational license. I mean, follow that occupational license to the letter of the law.
And one other thing, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And I heard him say BYOB. That doesn't have to stop, correct?
Right.
That doesn't change it. You just can't sell for that.
You just can't sell. Okay?
One other question, I'm sorry, I think I'm in court now. Does that include the 14 days that he's already out of?
Yeah, he can, I'm starting that date from 14 days back.
Okay, what day was the first day?
16. I mean, I'm sorry, 24.
Yeah.
February, beginning February, 7 days from February 24th.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Yeah.
not the council.
Right. And, you know, I'm doing this, I never want to take away somebody's livelihood, but there's consequences.
I understand.
And I think you and I talked about that. And, you know, I received several phone calls of people speaking on your behalf. And that's going to be in my motion to suspend the alcohol permit for 90 days as the consequences for what took place on that March, February what?
Yes, sir. You're going to give him the occupation license back.
Absolutely. He's gonna get his occupational license back.
Second that.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Coulthard. Yeah. Mr. Coulthard, seconded.
We have a motion and a second on the floor. Mr. Rena?
Yes.
Ms. Mayo?
Yes.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Ms. Coulthard?
Yes.
Mr. Randall?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Hold up, Dave. We didn't hear you. They were clapping for you.
I want to say thank you to the mayor, to the council, and all the people that showed up on my behalf. Thank y'all so much. I love the city of Black, and we go forward and do a positive thing. Thank you, Brother Rabi, because you stood up, and I thank you so much because you know me, you know that. Especially you, Mr. Lynn, to talk with you, Ms. Wanda, Ms. Million, all of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for giving us a second chance.
Make some money.
Thank you.
Go make some money.